Hello students, welcome to the Learning Management System organized by Department of Collegiate and Technical Education. Today I am taking session 22 of the subject estimation and costing, and in this session I am going to explain you how to prepare the detailed estimate of a 1 BHK building. So in this session I am going to cover the following topics. I am going to start with a small introduction on long wall and short wall method, followed by calculating the quantities of the following four items. That is earthwork in excavation for foundation, PCC, which is the lowermost layer for receiving the foundation layer, and the third one is size stone masonry in cement mortar 1:6 for foundation and basement, and followed by DPC 2.5 centimeter thick in 1:3:6 cement mortar, and followed by a multiple choice question set. So what is long wall and short wall method? So this is a method which is used for calculating the quantities of a building. So in this slide you are going to see a one room plan. It may be a plan of excavation layout or it may be a plan of masonry layout. See, this is the width of the masonry or excavation, and this is the width, and we have to consider the long wall along x direction or y direction. Okay, so here I have taken the long wall in x direction. So this long wall method, short wall method, is also called as out to out method and in to in method. So means when in this plan I am going to consider all the walls along the direction x as long walls. So I am going to add the distance of the breadth to the center line distance. So in this long wall length, this is the from here to here, this is called as the center to center distance of long wall. Okay, and similarly, and from here to here, it is called as the center to center distance of short wall. So whenever you are going to receive a plan in long wall short wall method, first you should draw the center line diagram of that plan. Then you have to assign the long walls and short walls to the plan. So if you are going to consider the walls along the x direction as long walls, then the walls perpendicular to these long walls will be the short walls. So for long walls you are going to add the breadth, and for short walls you are going to take the difference of the center to center distance to the breadth. So this long wall short wall methods, the long wall length, that is from here to here, it is calculated as the center line distance from here to here, that is the center line distance, plus one breadth. One breadth means half the breadth from here to here and half the breadth from here to here. This is called as the one breadth. And similarly, in the short wall's length is calculated as the center line distance, that is the length from this length from here to here minus one breadth, means this breadth and this half will constitute of one breadth. This will be deducted. So I am going to get this short wall length. So this is the basic calculation for finding the lengths of long wall and short wall, and ultimately the quantities will be calculated as length into breadth into height. If the thickness of the layers are greater than 15 centimeter, generally I am going to take it in cubic meters, and less than 15 centimeter or 100 centimeter, based on the type of the item, I am going to consider in cubic meters or square meters. So here you can see all those walls which are being hatched in the red color are called as long walls, and all those walls which have been hatched as horizontal, that is in extension, they are called as short walls. See, the long walls are called as out to out method, means it is inclusive of the breadth on the either side, and the short walls will be from the internal faces of the wall, so it will be in to in method. It is a difference of the center to center line distance to the breadth. And also one more thing you have to consider is, in the long walls, even if there is a partition wall, you are going to take the length through. But in short wall, if a partition walls here, see, since there is a partition wall here, you have to take the shorter length, shorter length only from here to here. So here also see, since there is a partition wall, I'm considering this is as a separate wall from here to here, and this as separate wall from here to here. Next, we will solve one basic problem. So I am going to show you a plan, and I am going to give you the sectional details of a wall, and we will work out the quantities of the following items. So there are 7 items here. Starts from earthwork and excavation for foundation, followed by the PCC plain cement concrete for foundation bed, and size stone masonry in cement mortar for foundation and basement, and DPC 25 mm thick in 1:3:6 proportion, and first class brick masonry for superstructure, that is for walls, and plastering for interiors, for internal wall plastering in the cement mortar 1:4 for excluding ceiling, and finally mosaic flooring of 10 mm thick over 25 mm thick cement concrete 1:3:6. Because of shortage of time in this session, I am going to cover these four activities, how to calculate the quantities of these four activities, that is earthwork, PCC, SSM, and DPC, and the other three estimates from the abstract will be covered in the next session. So this is a, in this slide you can see a plan at cell level. So there is a kitchen, a living room, and a bathroom. Since it consists of living bedroom and kitchen single, it is called as 1 BHK plan. And this is the section of the wall which is cut through the window. Here you can see this is the depth of foundation from ground level, and this is the base. This is called as the basement. Here the bottommost layer is the PCC, that is plain cement concrete, which is 15 centimeter thick, and size stone masonry consists of two layers, 1, 2, and 3. Two steps are below the ground level and one step is above the ground level. And also the wall thickness is 0.3 meters, and above the openings I am going to provide a RCC lintel of 0.15 meter thick, and followed by a roof of 0.12 meter thickness at the top. And this is the schedule of the openings, means opening size. So here there is D, so that size of the opening D is 1.2 by 2.1, and the opening size of 1 meter by 2.1 D1, that is here, there it is one number, and D2 0.8 meter by 2.1, there are two numbers of D2, and then W1, the window opening size 2 meter by 1.3. Here this is W1. W2 1.5 by 1.3. There are four numbers of W2. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And finally there is one ventilator of 0.6 meter by 0.4, two numbers. And there is two openings for kitchen. He is not provided door, is provided regular opening of 1.2 meter by 2.0. There are two numbers, 1 and 2. So this is the detailed explanation for this plan, and next we will solve how to take the quantities for this plan. So the first step, when you are going to receive a plan, you have to create the center line for the drawing. Means center line means to the width, if the width of the wall is 300 mm And for 150 mm you are going to mark, and you have to prepare a center line in this manner. Since there is a wall here, you are going to draw a center line from here and a center line from here to here, including openings, door openings you have to mark. And there is one wall here, and there is one wall here at the center, and there is one wall here. So next, after completing the walls in the y direction, then join the walls in the x direction. Here there is a wall, here there is a wall, here there is a wall. So all the walls lines has to be joined by the center line. So this is called as drafting the center line. See, this center line has been redrawn here, what I have drawn. So here next, then I am going to nominate each and every wall. All the walls along y direction I am going to nominate as L, that is long wall, and all the walls along x directions I am nominating as S, that is short walls. See, there is a one big wall throughout, and I am going to call it as L1. Okay, this same length is also available here, so I am going to consider this also L1. I am going to mark it as L1 as two numbers. Okay, then here there is a wall, I am going to nominate it as L2. There are two walls, this is one number and two number. And also in the y direction there is one more wall called L3, and this L3 is only one number. Okay, so in this manner I have nominated all the long walls and I have taken the numbers also. So after nominating the walls in the y direction, next nominate the walls in the x direction. As I told you earlier, the walls along x direction should be within wall to wall. If there is any wall partition wall is coming, then you have to take only within it, don't take it throughout. So I am nominating this wall, horizontal wall, as S1, and this is only one number. And I am going to nominate this wall as S2. So S2, these two walls are of same length, so S2 is of two numbers. And I am going to nominate this as S3. There are two numbers of S3. Similarly, two numbers of S4, two numbers of S5, and one number of S6. See here in this plan, all the short walls have been considered within wall to wall, and these long walls will be out to out and short walls will be in to in. So after that, we have to, after preparing the draft in the center line and nominating the long walls and short walls, and the next step is to calculate the center to center length of long walls. So center to center length of long walls means, first I am going to take the length of L1. See, this wall is called as, from here to here it is called as L1. Okay, I need to calculate the center to center length from here to here. How to calculate? See, this wall, center line wall, will be of width 0.15 meter, plus this wall is of, and the room dimension from here to here it is 3.5 meters, and here there is one more wall of width 0.3 meters, and again there is a wall, and the distance from here to here it is, there is a kitchen, and the distance is 3.5 meters, and there is a center line from of the wall, that is 0.15. So in this fashion I am going to add all the lengths, that is from 0.15 plus 3.5 plus 0.3 plus 3.5 plus 0.15 is equal to, total summation of this is 7.6 meters. So this is the procedure to calculate the length of the wall L1. Similarly, there is the second wall, that is L2. Okay, so this is the wall L2. Here also The center to center distance of the wall is 0.15 meters. Here it is 0.15. Again the dimension from here to here it is 3.5 meters, so 3.5, and the center to center length from of this wall is 0.15, so 0.15. So total it will come to 3.8 meters. And similarly, there is third wall, that is L3. From here to here it is, see here, this wall is of 0.15 meter width, and from here to here it is 1.5 meters, and again this wall is 0.15. So 1.5 plus 0.15 plus 0.15 will come to 1.8 meters. So these are the three long walls in this plan, and next we will move on to short walls, and this short walls will be within wall to wall, and from here to here this is called as S1. So in S1, 0.15 meter is the center to center length, plus 5.3 meter is the internal room dimension from here to here, and then again 0.15 meter width is this wall width. So 0.15 plus 5.3 plus 0.15, total it will come to 5.6 meters. Okay, so this is the procedure to calculate the short walls. Similarly, this is S2. From here to here it is called as S2. Again for S2, this center to center distance of this wall is 0.15 meter, plus the linear dimension is 4 meters, plus this wall thickness is 0.15 meters. So it will come to 4.3 meters. And S3, so this is S3 from here to here. Again in S3, 0.15 meter is the wall width, plus 2.5 meter is the horizontal dimension of this kitchen, 2.5 meter, plus 0.15 meter again is this wall width. So total it will come to 2.8 meters is the center to center distance of S3. Similarly, the next wall is S4. So this wall is S4, and for S4, the width of this wall is center to center line width is 0.15, plus the width is 1.2, plus again this width is 0.15. Total it will come to 0.15 plus 1.2 plus 0.15, it is total is 1.5 meters. Next, the wall of this water closet. So this wall center to center length is 0.15, plus 1 meter is the horizontal distance, plus again 0.15 meter is the width, the center line width of this wall. So total it will come to 1.3 meters. So total width is 1.3 meters. And the last wall is S6, that is from here to here. So this wall length is 0.15 meters. Okay, plus the linear dimension between here to here is 1.2 meters, and this wall total width of this wall is 0.3, plus again the width between here to here is 1 meters, and again the center to center distance of this wall is 0.15. So total it will come to 2.8 meters. So we have calculated the center to center line distance of all the walls. Next, draw the tabular column in this form, and in the first column consists of serial number. In the second column is description of the item, means what is the name of the item and what is the specifications. And in the next column, the number of walls or numbers, and length, breadth, the depth of the item, and finally the quantity. And there is the last column called remarks, In this column, you are going to show how the length will be coming, or it is representative for calculations. So the first and foremost item is earthwork in excavation for foundation, and I am going to calculate the quantities of earthwork divided in the division of 2. First I am going to calculate all the long walls, then I am going to calculate all the short walls. So in the first long wall it is L1. So in this L1 you can see here. So this is the L1. Here you can see this is called the L1. The what is the center line length of L1? That is 7.6 meter is the center to center distance of L1 from here to here. Correct? So this center line length, that is 7.6 meters. Since it is a long wall, that is out to out method, I am going to add the breadth, that is the breadth of excavation is 0.9. So this 0.9 meters will be got by studying this cross section. You can see in this cross section from here to here the width is how much? 0.9. The width of PCC is the width of excavation. Okay. Then what is the depth of the excavation? See, this is the bottommost layer, and from here to here you need to calculate the depth, that is 0.45 plus 0.4, that is 0.85 plus 0.15 will give you 1 meters. Okay. So I am going to write the depth as 1 meters. So here 7.6 is the center to center distance plus 0.9 meter is the width of the excavation. Total it will come to 8.5 meters. This 8.5 meter length will be written here in the cell of length, and there are two numbers of L1, that is this is one number and this is a two numbers of L1. So I am going to write two numbers as L1. You can see here, this is I am going to read it as the width of excavation is 0.9. So after writing all these quantities, then you need to calculate the quantities. This quantity will be got by multiplying the numbers into length, into breadth, into depth will give me the quantity of this earthwork for this wall L1. So similarly, next we will move on to L2. For L2, so this is the wall of L2. The center to center distance is 3.8 meters. Okay. How many numbers of L2 are there? 1 and 2 numbers of L2 are there. Since the cross section of the foundation is same, I am going to take the same breadth for foundation, that is 3.8 plus 0.9 will give me the length of the long wall for L2, that is 4.7. This 4.7 will be written here, and there are two numbers of L2. The width of excavation is 0.9 meter and the depth is 1 meter. So 2 into 4.7 into 0.9 into 1 will give me the quantity 8. So similarly, L3, there is only one wall of L3, that is this one, the wall, partition wall between bathroom and the water closet. So the center to center length of L3 is how much? 1.8. and the numbers is 1. So here this is numbers is 1 and the length is 1.8 plus 0.9 meter is the breadth. So 1.8 plus 0.9 will give me 2.7. So I'm going to write this length here, and the width of excavation is 0.9 meter, depth is 0.1. So 1 into 2.7 into zero point 0.9 into 1 will give me 2.43 is the volume of the long wall L3. Next, after completing long walls, we will move on to short walls. So S1 is the first short wall. So S1 means the center to center. This wall is called as S1. The center to center distance of S1 is 5.6. 5.6 meters is the length of S1, and there is only one wall. And since this is in to in, I am going to take the difference, that is total central line length is 5.6. You have to take the difference in short wall, that is minus the breadth, one breadth, that is 5.6 minus 0.9 will give me 4.7 meter is the length, short wall length of the wall S1, and there is only one numbers. The length is 4.7. The width is 0.9 meter is the width of excavation, and the depth is 1 meter. So total 1 into 4.7 into 0.9 into 1 will give me 4.23 is the quantity of wall S1. Similarly, S2. So this is S2 from here to here. There are two walls of S2. This is one numbers and this is one numbers and this is two numbers. Two walls are there. So in the column S2, I am going to write it as two numbers. The center to center length of S2 is 4.3 minus the one breadth, that is 0.9 will give me 3.4. So 2 into 3.4 into breadth into depth, zero point 0.9 into 1 will give me 6.1. Similarly, S3, S3 is between here to here. How many walls are there? This is one wall and this is two walls. So two walls of S3 are there, and the center to center distance of S3 is 2.8 meters. So S3 two numbers, center to center length is 2.8 minus the breadth, that is 0.9 will give me 1.9. So 2 into 1.9 into 0.9 into 1 is equal to how much? 3.42 cubic meters is the volume for the wall S3. Similarly, next wall is S4. So there are two numbers of S4. This is one numbers and this is two numbers. And for the S4 center to center length is 1.5. So 1.5 is the center to center length of the wall is 4, and there are two numbers. 1.5 minus the breadth, that is 0.9 will give me 0.6. So 0.6 becomes the length, and width and depth are same, 0.9 into 1. So number into length into breadth into depth will give me 1.08 cubic meters the quantity. Next, S5. So S5 there are two numbers of walls, 1 and 2, and the central length of S5 is 1.3 meters. So 1.3 meters the center to center line length minus the difference, that is 0.9 will give me 0.4 meters. So there are two numbers of S5. So 0.4 multiplied by the 0.9 meter the depth, and 1 meter will give me the quantity of the wall S5. And the last wall is S6. So from here to here it is called as S6. So the center to center length of S6 is 2.8 meters, and there is only one wall of S6, that is this one. So S6 only one numbers of wall, center to center length is 2.8 minus 0.9 will give me 1.9. So 1.9 into 0.9 into 1 will give me 1.7.1 cubic meters the earthwork for this wall. So in this manner, I have completed the calculation of the quantities for all the long walls and short walls, and now I am going to make the summation from here to here. This total will give me the quantity of the earthwork for this building, that is 43.47 meter cube is the unit for the earthwork. So this completes the process of how to calculate the earthwork for a building using long wall and short wall method. Next is PCC. In this PCC is nothing but a foundation bed which is provided for foundation. The width of foundation, that is 0.9 meter, is same as the width of excavation. Okay, the width of PCC bed is same as the width of excavation, and since the section of all the walls are same, okay, the calculations remain same for PCC as we have calculated the earthwork. Okay, since the breadth is same, the length, short wall length and the long wall length and the numbers of all the walls will be same, that is, so these columns and these columns and these column will remain the same, since the numbers, the length, since the width is same, so the length will also be same. Only change is the depth, because in the section you can see the depth of the, see the depth of, the depth of PCC is how much? 15 centimeters, that is 0.15 meters is the thickness of the PCC. So I am going to enter only the depth as 0.15 meters. So for this long wall, 2 into 8.5 into zero point 0.9 into 0.15 will give me the quantities of 2.3 cubic meters. Similarly, L2, the length is same as the process how we calculated the length of earthwork in L2, 0.9 meter is the width and 0.15 meter is the depth of PCC. So the total quantity is 1.27. Similarly, L3, only one wall is there. The length is 2.7 meters, width is 0.9 meters and depth is 0.15 meters, and total it will come to 0.36. So in this manner, I am going to calculate all the quantities of the long walls and short walls for the item PCC by just replacing the depth pertaining to the previous calculations. Okay. So then I am going to add all the quantities of the long walls and short walls. So it will come to 6.52 cubic meters. So 6.52 cubic meters is the total volume of the PCC for this building. So next is SSM. SSM means sandstone masonry. You are going to provide sandstone masonry in three layers, two layers below the ground and one layer below the basement. You can see in this drawing, two layers of SSMs are provided in the below the ground. It is below the ground. and one layer is provided above the ground. Okay, I am going to call this layer as first step, this layer as second step, and this layer as third step or at basement. And also you need to study the width and depth of the first step. The width of the first step is 0.75 meter, and what is and the depth of the first step is 0.45 meters the depth, and 0.75 meter is the width of the first step. Okay, you need to check this, and then we will move on to the calculations. So the wall number 1 is L1. This is the wall number L1. The center line distance is 7.6. So in PCC SSM, I am going to add the breadth of the side stone masonry in the first step. That is 7.6 meter is the center to center distance, and 0.75 meter is the width of the first step. So 7.6 plus 0.75 will give me 8.35 meters. This length will be recorded here, and there are two numbers of L1. The width of the first step is 0.75 meters, and the depth is 0.45 meters. So 2 into 8.35 into 0.75 into 0.45 will give me the quantity of the first step of the side stone masonry, that is 5.64. Similarly, in the second step, in the second step, in the L2, the wall L2, the length of the wall L2 center to center length is 3.8 meters, and there are 1 and 2 numbers of L2. So the same process how we have calculated as the earthwork, the same parameters I am going to take, only I am going to replace the width of the side stone masonry. So 3.8 meters the center line distance plus 0.75 meters is the width of the side stone masonry in the first step. Total it will come to 4.55. There are two numbers of length L2, 2 into 4.55 into 0.75 into 0.45 will give me the quantity, that is 3.07. So in this manner, all the long walls and short walls which I have recorded in earthwork, I am going to replace the width, the breadth, and I am going to calculate the lengths, different lengths. See, for example, let us consider the wall S3. Okay, so in the plan, so what is the center line distance of S3? So 2.8 meters. So this is S3, 2.8 meters. How many numbers of wall are there? 1 and 2 numbers of two numbers, and the center distance is 2.8. So in side stone masonry, the wall is 3, two numbers, central line distance is 2.8. So for short walls, you have to take the difference, that is minus 0.75. So 2.8 minus 0.75 will give me the length of the wall is 2.05. This 2.05 meter multiplied by 0.75 multiplied by the depth 0.45 will give me the quantity of the side stone masonry, that is 1.38 cubic meters. So in the same manner, S4, S5 and S6 walls will be calculated, and this completes the estimation for the first step. Okay, since the breadth of the side stone masonries are changing from first step to second step, you need to calculate the quantities of these steps separately. So we'll move on to the second step. So in the second step, the center line length plus the breadth of the second step is how much? 0.6. The depth of the second step is how much? 0.4. Let us clarify this. See in this drawing, the width of the second step from here to here, it is how much? 0.6, and the depth is how much? 0.4. Okay, width is 0.6 and depth is 0.4. So I am going to replace the width 7.6 plus 0.6 for long walls and minus 0.6 for short walls. Okay, and the depth is 0.4 meters. So for L1, 2 into 7.65 plus 0.6, 8.2 meters is the length multiplied by the width, and the depth is 0.4. So I am going to get 3.94 cubic meter as the quantity for the wall L1. Next, the second wall is L2. So in the L2, the center distance is 3.8 plus the width is 0.6. It is going to get 4.4 multiplied by width and depth. I am going to get this quantity. Similarly, let us consider the wall S6. For wall S6, see, so this is the wall S6. So this is the wall S6. It is 1 numbers, and the center line distance of S6 is 2.8 meters and it is 1 numbers. Okay, S6 it is, the length is 2.8 meters and it is 1 numbers. So 2.8 meter minus 0.6 will give me 2.2. So 2.2 multiplied by the breadth 0.6 multiplied by the depth 0.4 will give me 0.5. So by replacing the widths and depths, the total quantity for SSM for second step is calculated. Next, moving on to the final step of the size stone masonry, that is third step. So in the third step, the width of masonry is 0.45 meters, that is 0.45 meters, and the depth is from here to here. What is the depth of the size stone masonry? That is same, 0.45 meters. Width is also same and the depth is also same. So again, in calculations, I am going to write the same tabular continue in the tabular column, and I am going to write the number of lengths, numbers of the long walls and short walls, and the same process how we written for earthwork. And then for L1, the center to center distance is 7.6 plus the width of the third step, that is 0.45 meters, will give me 8.05. This 8.05 meters is the length. So 2 into 8.05 into the width of the wall is 0.45 and the depth is also same 0.45. Will going to give me 3.26 cubic meters for the quantity of the first step. Similarly, for wall S2, the center to center distance is 4.3 meter minus, you have for short walls you are going to deduct the width, that is 4.3 minus 0.45, it will come to 3.85. So there are two number of walls into 3.85 into the width is 0.45 and depth is 0.45. So numbers multiplied by length multiplied by breadth multiplied by depth will give me the quantity of this wall S2. So in this manner, you are going to calculate all the quantities of L1, L2, L3, S1, S2, S3, S4, SY and S6. And then you are going to sum all the quantities of the size stone masonry. That is first step, second step and third step. After adding, I am going to get the value 3.38.74 cubic meter as the final quantity, total quantity of the size stone masonry. So the next item is damp proof course. The dam proof course is provided at plinth level above the final step of the system masonry, and it is 25 mm thick. So I am going to measure it in only square meters. Since the depth is less, I am going to take it in square meters, and the proportion is 1:3:6. So in the previous manner, I am going to write all the long walls and short walls, and the numbers are also the same. And for length, we need to check the cross section. We need to check the width of the DPC that will be provided. See, in this cross section, so from here to here, I am going to provide the DPC, that is from here to here. You can see clearly the width of the DPC applied will be the width of the third step. Okay, the width of the third step up to the total width the DPC is applied. So I can come to a conclusion that whatever the length that is calculated for the third step will be same for the DPC also. Okay, see here in the third step, since the width of the third step is same as the DPC, I am going to take all the lengths for all the walls, and I am going to record these two columns, numbers and length, as and width same for DPC also, because the width of the DPC that will be applied is same, that is above the third step. So in this step I am going to take it as it is, and then the numbers into length into breadth will give me the quantity of the first wall L1. So let us clarify it. Say for example the short wall S2. Okay, in the short wall S2, so this is the short wall S2. So this is the wall S2. See, S2 is between here to here. How many numbers are there? 1 and 2 numbers are there. What is the center line length of S2? 4.3 meters. So 4.3 meter is the length, and there are two numbers of S2. So length is 4.3 meters, and there are two numbers. So 4.3 meter minus 0.45 meter is the width of the DPC that will be applied. So the total length will be 3.85 meters multiplied by the only the breadth that will be applied. 0.45 will take me to 3.47 square meters. So in this manner, I am going to calculate all the quantities of all the walls, and then I am going to make a summation. So then I am going to arrive to the total quantity, that is 22.78 square meters, the total quantity of DPC. Okay. So in this manner, I have shown you and I have explained you how to calculate or take the quantities of the four items, that is earthwork, SSM, PCC and DPC. So in this session you also learnt about how to take the calculate the central line lengths, and how to calculate the long walls, and how to calculate the short wall lengths, and how to prepare the tabular columns, and to calculate the quantities of the four items, that is earthwork, PCC, stone masonry and DPC. And there are some answer few multiple choice questions. The mode of measurement for earthwork is A running meter, B cubic meter, C square meter, D none of the above. The right answer is B cubic meter, because if the depth of the earthwork excavated is more than 200 centimeters or 0.2 meters, okay, 0.2 meters, then I have to consider the depth. So it will be measured in length into breadth into depth, that is cubic meters. Why DPC is provided in the buildings? A. To support the masonry load. B. To prevent moisture transmission from foundation to superstructure walls. C, to protect foundation from termites, or D, all of the above? So the right answer is B, to prevent the moisture transmission from foundation to superstructure walls and also to provide a flat platform for the walls to be constructed. So B is the right answer. The mode of measurement for sandstone masonry is A, running meter, B, square meter, C, cubic meter, or D, none of the above. So the sandstone masonry will always be measured in cubic meter. So C is the right answer. Next, the mode of measurements for damp-proof courts is A, running meter, C, cubic meter, B, square meter, and D, none of the above. Answer is B, square meter. Since the thickness of the damp-proof course is very less, that is, it is at the order of 25 mm or 70 mm, I am not going to consider the thickness for measurement, so it will be in square meters. The mode of measurement for plain cement concrete is for PCC bed A, running meter, C, square meter, or B, cubic meter, and D, lump sum. The right answer is B, cubic meters, because the depth is 150 mm, so it will be considered in cubic meters. Which IS will be referred for preparing estimates or measurement of building works? There is one Indian standard that could be referred while you are going to prepare the estimates regarding how to take the quantities and what are the tolerances and what are the how to take the deductions. Is it A, IS 456, or B, IS 800, C, IS 200, or D, IS 10262? So the right answer is C, IS 1200 is the IS we are going to refer for measurement of building works. Mention the proportion of cement concrete used under foundation in this estimate. That is, what is the cement concrete we have used for PCC? Is it A 1 is to 3 is to 6, B 1 is to 4 is to 8, C 1 is to 5 is to 10, or D 1 is to 2 is to 4? The right answer is D 1 is to 2 is to 4 is the proportion which we have used for PCC in this foundation. Mention the proportion of cement mortar used for SSM in this estimate. Is it A 1 is to 6, B 1 is to 4, C 1 is to 5, or D 1 is to 2? The right answer is A 1 is to 6. Proportion will be usually generally used for sandstone masonry. Which statement is true for preparing estimates using long wall and short wall method? This long wall and short wall method is also called as out to out method and in to in method. Option B. In this method, first center to center length of individual walls are calculated from the plan. Option C. The wall which is considered first along the length or width of the room is considered long wall, and the wall perpendicular to the long wall is shorted as short wall. As I told you in the beginning, that when you are going to receive the plan, first and foremost you have to calculate the center line. Then you have to calculate the long wall short wall length as out to out and into in, and then you have to nominate the long walls either in x or y direction, and the walls perpendicular to those long wall lengths will be y direction. So all the statements here are true. So all of the above are true. Mention the thickness of the DPC laid on the foundation in this estimate. Is it A 10 mm, B 25 mm, C 50 mm, or D 75 mm? So the right answer is 25 mm. So I am going to apply 2.5 centimeter thick DPC for the above the foundation. So I thank the chairman, the moderator, the subject experts, and the content developers for their support in preparing this PPT and video. Thank you.